Export consortiums. What is an export consortium? An export consortium is a very simple idea. I mean, it's like a group of companies that they join efforts to cooperate for a same strategy, which is exporting products to a demanding market. Sharing costs also is important. What are those costs? Those costs are brochures, traveling, trade shows, the salaries. So sharing all these costs is a target that a consortium addresses. So a very simple idea, a group of companies that share the cost of a person that will take care of exports for all of them. This would be the definition, but when we enter, like always, in the reality of a consortium, then we see that things get a little bit more needed to be addressed. For instance, how many companies do we think is the correct number to be handled by a consortium manager? 4, 5, 7? Is it possible that there are 100? Do we know exactly the market that we are targeting? Is it clear for all the companies participating that the market we need is this one? If it is, then it makes sense that our common consortium manager is allocated physically in that market, closer to the potential client. If it's not a clear idea which market is the one that we are addressing, then probably it makes sense that the consortium manager is nearby the companies in Spain where we are initiating our process. What is the expectations of a consortium? What are the expectations? If the expectations are sales when? 6 months from the beginning of the consortium? A year from the beginning of the consortium? Sales for all of the companies? Sales for some of the companies? Volume of sales for each company at 6 months? At 1 year? So we better discuss in detail what are the expectations. Also, we have to forecast that it's not real to think that everybody will succeed in the same amount of sales. So we have to forecast what's going to happen a year from the initiation of a consortium when some of the partners is not going to be as successful as the others. So somehow we have to forecast this possibility, including the possibility of one of the consortium companies departing from the idea. Is that fair expectations? So this is some of the topics that we should address. Also, we should address the profile, the professional profile of the consortium manager. Is that person knowledgeable on all the companies, on some of the companies? Has experience creating networks for all the companies, knowing that probably are all selected in the same sector, but they have different products. So chances are that the final clients are also different. So expecting a profile of an export consortium manager that is knowledgeable on all of them, it's very difficult. So we have to address all these nuances if we want to be successful creating an export consortium, which I insist is a very simple definition. A group of companies that they share a common goal. They share exporting, they share exporting to a market. They come, chances are, from the same sector, and also there is the possibility of applying for public help, because public finances, because this is an idea to be supported by institutions that want to support the creation of a larger volume of sales